So I've gotten a lot of requests to do a tutorial on how to, let's say, super hack your car. Right here I have a few useful folders that I made shortcuts to. Right here is the shortcut to the main directory for Need for Speed, and right here is a shortcut to my save games, which I don't think we will be using much in this tutorial. If you want to get as much benefit as you can out of this, I suggest that you hex edit your save game for the ECU and turbo. Other than that, really what you need to do is you need to open up your main folder, and within here you have a global folder, and inside of the global folder you have these two files right here. What you need to do is, if you can see the file size, the global b.lzc here is 5 megabytes and the global b.bun is 7.8 megabytes. The global b.lzc really isn't an important file, so what you do here is you just can delete that. And what we can do is we can take this and we will, there we go, we will copy this and let's find some open space. I'm just doing this where you can't see it, and I'll paste that there, and it'll come up as copy. And what you want to do is we want to rename this to global b.lzc, which is essentially replacing the other global b.lzc, which we just deleted. From there, what you need to do is open up your hex editor. See, I have Hex Workshop right here, and I'll move this over just a bit. So what we can do is we can open up the, let's see here. What we can do is we can open up the global b.lzc file that we just edited, and what eventually we will be doing is making 2 copies of this. So it doesn't really work. I guess it doesn't really matter which one you open. And here we have the file. Now, if you look to the right, I'm not really showing this right here, but to the right, where there's the Unicode text, it'll start saying things right away at the top. So what you can do is you can do a search, which I'm not finding very well. Oh, there we go, find. And you go to text string, and let's say we want to do something for the Audi DI, that's right. Just click OK. And our first line of Audi up here is this one, but we want to find the next one. So let's see here. I need to scroll down a bit. This may take a couple seconds. And I'm going to optimize this right here. 1 second. I'll make this 40 wide. There we go. Now this should make it easier. Audi, I believe, is at address 006 D0910. So let's see if that's true. 006 D 006D. There we go. D0910. And as you can see right here in this address, let's move this over a little bit for you. At this address, this is where the Audi car starts. In this section, I'll just be talking about where the things, where like, let's say, things are, but pretty much it's just a pattern for where we start off. For example, this is just kind of addresses you have to remember. At 006D0A70, this code right here, is the code which dictates the weight of the car. It'll be in the same location for other cars. Let's say from the top of the title it'll be in the same location. So that's an important reference to remember, so just remember this reference. And then if you want to know, let's say, the final drive ratio for the car, that'll be located at 006D0B50. So if we go to here to 006D0B50, it'll be the second set over. So that's 4, 4, so the second set. And this here will be the final drive ratio. Like I said before, it will be in the same location for other cars. For the RPM, for the max RPM of the car, that will be right here. Oops, 1 second. It'll be right here. For instance, this is whatever the Audi's max RPM is. If I wanted to make it go infinitely, I could just put in FF, 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 and that'd be pretty much infinitely whatever I wanted. For the ECU, you're able to switch the ECUs of the car. Right here, it's these lines right here. This here is the ECU. It'll also be different for every car. And if we want to go to the drive type, let's say the difference between 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive, the Audi, for instance, because this is the A3, this will be a 2-wheel drive car, so this will be the 2-wheel drive code. So that will be located at 006D0C10. And let me find that. C10. There we go. This here, these two lines of text are the drive type of the car. This is the text for the 2-wheel drive car. And right directly below that, let me see here. Okay, right directly below this, and then the next 16 sets of data, so that's 1, 2, 3. So this right here, this will be the turbo for the car. So if your car doesn't come with a turbo, then this will most likely be some random set of data, and if it does, then it will be different. So let's say you have a car like the Supra and you want to put the RX-7 turbo on it, this would be the code that you would change. So this code here starts at 006D0C30. That's about it for this section. Thanks, guys.